Hey, what's going on, guys? Matt Weik, Weik Fitness. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode. Today's episode, I want to talk to you about a topic that I get asked all the time, and that is, how do I get so much stuff done being, I guess you could say, a solopreneur, where I don't have employees, it's just me running my business. I handle all my clients, whether it's on the training and nutrition side, whether it's on the content or copywriting side, or the business development consulting type of services that I also offer. So I think it's something that we all need to think about because, we have a career, we have a family life, we have free time, and you need to look at those three things and prioritize. Obviously, the first thing, which would be your career, your job, your business, whatever the case may be, that's what pays the bills. But you also need to make sure that you have family time. So if you have kids, you want to play with your kids, you want to hang out with them, you want to play with them. For me personally, I work until 5 o'clock. I, close out the office. I get to eat dinner with my family. And, before you know it, my kids are going to bed. So I need to prioritize that time so I can spend it with them. And then that third piece was, your downtime, your hobbies, stuff that you like to do to mainly stay sane. So today I want to focus on the business side of things because I know that there are a lot of people out there who are trying to multitask during the day, and come 5 o'clock, they're like, I don't feel like I accomplished anything. What did I actually get done today? So for me, it all starts with, I don't want interruptions. I don't want people texting me. I don't want people calling me. I don't want people emailing me. I'm not going to set up, a meeting unless something is in my calendar. I value my time, and I don't want people to waste my time. So, for instance, my phone, I turn off all notifications. The only notifications that I have are family and certain neighbors around my house, just in case something were to happen. Hey, they can call me, they can text me, and I'll see it right away. So literally, if this thing ever goes off, I know somewhere, someone, the world is on fire. I need to pick this up and figure out what's going on. So with that being said, that allows me to stay focused. Now, as a content creator and copywriter, I have to stay in a creative flow. If I get cut off somewhere and have to restart, it literally forces me to start all over to the point where I have to read everything that I wrote and get back into the flow of that, creative mind that I had. So that's why it's so important for me to not get distracted, not get interrupted. Now, you might be in a setting where you're in an office setting. Maybe it's a bunch of cubicles. You have phones ringing and buzzing and everything else. You have people passing you by, people coming in your office, people coming in your cubicle, whatever the case may be. So in your circumstance, you might not be able to block out the noise or stop all of the interruptions. It's just something that's very individualized to your situation. So, what works for me might not work for you. Now, if you're trying to get a million things done during the day and you only have a certain amount of time, I like to schedule things. So next to me on this side, which if I could move that, I would, is a whiteboard. And I have a list of all of the stuff that I need to get done. So stuff at the top is like high priority, has to get done right now. Middle is, stuff that needs to get done, but it's not more important than the stuff that's a high priority. And then the stuff that's on the bottom is I can do it whenever. For instance, updating blog posts, just doing random things that aren't, immediate that needs to get done. Over here, I have a ton of paper. I mean, it's page after page after page of just ideas and things that I need to get done, similar to the whiteboard that is next to me. But I'm so sidetracked sometimes where I'll be doing something and then I'll go, oh, I have to do this, and it'll sidetrack me that I'll have to quick write that down. So I always have paper with me wherever I go. I mean, I have notebooks and notebooks and notebooks over there that I buy in bulk just because I'm the type of person that I have to write everything down. I tried using this. I love technology. I mean, I'm on this all the time. I can't get into it in terms of writing down like a to-do list in my phone. For some reason, I have to write it down. Now, other things and tools that I use during the day to better manage my time. Social media is such a time sucker. And if I were to jump into social media throughout the day, I would be going through my feed, I'd be liking stuff, I'd be commenting on stuff, and before I know it, I would probably waste hours of my day. So for that reason, I like using things, or a tool I should say. It's called Buffer. Now, what Buffer does is it allows me to schedule all of my social media posts. So my Facebook business page, my Instagram, my Twitter, my LinkedIn. The only thing that I have to do manually, because Facebook made some changes to their platform, you can no longer post to your personal page. So I have to go into my business page and share whatever post I have to my personal page. Which really, if you're friends with me on Facebook, on my personal page, you pretty much know it's almost a mirror image of my business page. I use social media as a means to promote my business, my services, things I have going on, awards I win, whatever the case may be. I'm a very private person. I don't like putting my personal stuff on social media or even on the internet. I feel like social media is changing people these days, where everyone is giving away information about their personal lives that, quite frankly, probably shouldn't be shared. Point being, if you want to post, hey, heading to Cancun for 2 weeks, see you when I get back, you might as well just put a sign in your front yard that says, please break in and rob my house and take everything that I own. Oh, by the way, the jewelry is right here. I hate that. I'm very much of the personal protection, protect my family, protect those around me. I'm not going to give somebody information that could potentially come back to bite me in the butt. So I'm hoping that you're not like that, but unfortunately, if you look at your social media feed these days, you see that all the time. You see people checking in at the pool. You see people checking in at a certain restaurant. If you don't know everybody who's on your social media, they could be some bad people. Now, I pretty much open up my social media to almost anybody. I mean, we need to have some connections in order for me to have you on my personal page, even though it's still business related. Just because I don't trust people, and I'm not going to put something on like, hey, I'm going to be gone for 5 hours today, blah, 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 or hey, I'm going on vacation. I just don't want to do that because I don't trust people. And that's not to say my home, trust me, I have cameras everywhere. I'm not going to miss anything. But it's the point of, okay, somebody breaks into your house. Now you got to go review the tapes. You got to figure it out. You got to get the police involved, have them come out, do a report, show them the video footage and all of that stuff. And it's a hassle. So I have surveillance there for if I need it. It's one of those things where I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So, I guess going back on track, as you can tell, I'm all over the place. That's just how my mind works. So with Buffer, I'm able to work with my social platforms in a manner where if an article gets published on a website today, I will take that, I will put it on my website with a little blurb and then a link to that site on my site that same day, pretty much. Unless it's a weekend, maybe I'll just get to it on Monday. But I'll have people say, hey, Matt, I just posted this on the website. check it out, make sure it looks good. I'll check it out on the website of what I wrote that they posted. I'll take that, put it on my site, and then I'll schedule the social media push. So they'll put it on their website and they'll push it on their social pretty much the same day. I'll follow back up maybe the following week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks out so that it gets eyeballs on it again. So, I like having that flexibility where I can help people out, help them push the content that they're publishing that I've, written at one point. But I don't want to be a slave to social media of constantly posting stuff. So I'll take some time. Usually it's at night when I'm, unwinding. I'll actually go into Buffer and I'll start scheduling things. So if it's a quote or something that happened today that I want to share, I'll schedule all of that and it'll automatically launch. So I won't physically have to type it all out, hit send or post, and then it goes out. I can schedule it for tomorrow at noon, set it to post, and tomorrow at noon, everything will launch without me having to do anything. So I like to find things that make my life easier. I'm not a slave to email. So, that keeps me productive. That's how I can get more things done. But I'm very regimented, very scheduled. I have blocks of specific times that I do certain things. And it's every day. So I know, from this time to this time, this is what I'm doing. From this time to this time, this is what I'm doing. So, I like to have everything planned out. And I think that's something that you should try to implement into your own schedule. Don't go into the day without a plan. That is the worst thing that you could do. Because once you get to work, then it's, okay, what do I do? Okay, I have that to do. I have this to do. Oh, hey, Johnny, did you get that? No? Okay, all right, so I got to follow up with Johnny again to do that. It just doesn't make sense. I'm very regimented. I want everything where it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be there, so I can just stay as productive as possible. But if you can find different tools that will help you throughout the day, obviously you have stuff like Salesforce. So if you have a sales team, they can put everything into the Salesforce. Customer name, contact information, when you did it, when you have to follow up and all that stuff. And pretty much it will work with you to tell you when you have to do stuff. You could use email software. Like I use MailChimp. And basically anyone who's on my email list, they get an email once a week. It's on Tuesday mornings. So when they wake up, they have an email from me in their inbox. It's all of the content that they missed from the previous Tuesday at the launch of that email. So stuff that goes, Tuesday all day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday morning, boom, email goes out. Hey guys, here's a list of all the content that you might have missed. It allows them to click, go read the content. And then I have some other stuff on there like, hey, do you know we have this? Hey, did you get your free ebook? Here's how you get your free ebook, stuff like that. So I like automation where I can. There's another app, but I believe it's also a site. I started using it and then got away from it. I should probably go take another look at it again. It's If This, Then That. And basically you could say, if I post to Facebook, then that could be the same thing we'll post to Twitter. So it's a if this, then that. So if this happens, that will happen. If I get a new email subscriber, then that contact information gets sent to a spreadsheet. There's so many different things that you can use that will simplify processes and procedures and things that you need to do on a daily basis. So, I could probably draw this out. We're already at about 15 minutes now. We could draw this out even further, but, basically what I want you to do is I want you to look at your day. I want you to figure out how you can be more productive, how you can take the time you're given from the time you get into work till the time you leave, or the time that you wake up and be productive until the time you leave for work. Maybe that's fitting in a workout. Maybe that's making your lunch. Maybe that's taking your kids to school. Maybe it's all of the above. So you need to look at this and figure out, what can you do to maximize your time? How can you be more efficient and more productive during the day so you can get more things done? I hate people who procrastinate. I'm not the type of person who, if somebody says, hey, Matt, I need content on a weekly basis and, send it to me every Monday morning. I'm not one to wait until Friday to create that content for Monday morning, or wait till Sunday night to create content that I'm emailing people on Monday morning. I don't like that. If somebody emails me on a Tuesday and says, hey, Matt, I need content every Monday, guess what? On Tuesday, that piece of content for that following week is probably going to be done. Unless my workload for that day is just slammed to the point where there is absolutely no way that I can fit it in, then maybe I'll push it off a day. But I'm not a procrastinator. I have things on my board. I have things back that are on paper, and it's like a checklist. This has to be done. I do it, check it off, or cross it off. This has to get done. Cool. It's done. I'll erase it off of the whiteboard. So look at your day, maximize your time. Still, you need to look to try and get 7 hours of sleep a night. No, 3 is not going to work. 4 is not going to work. 5 is not going to work. You really need 7 hours of sleep. So look at your schedule. If this block is when I'm sleeping, then this whole block over here is what I get to work with. How do I maximize that time? Because in the end, if you're not getting enough sleep, you're going to end up waking up tired. You're going to get stressed. You're not going to be productive. You're going to end up in a brain fog. It's going to affect all aspects of your life. So make sure you're getting enough sleep. And then, with the time that you are awake, maximize it. Maximize it to the fullest. Figure out how you can take that span of time and fit in everything that you need to get done. And prioritize it. So if you have something that needs to get done in a month, and then you have something that needs to get done by tomorrow, don't worry about the thing that needs to get done in a month. Focus on the thing that is immediate, that is urgent, that needs to get done right now. Then focus on the thing that needs to get done after a month. So I'm hoping you guys at least got something out of this. It was kind of a off the cuff. I had a comment on social media, and they were like, "Hey, Matt, how do you get so much stuff done during the day? I don't understand how with one person, you're able to get all of this stuff done. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't seem possible." So I thought that would be actually a great topic to cover. We have another great episode that is launching this week of Fit Business with Jimmy Mentis and myself. Tomorrow, we're actually going to record with a special guest. It's going to be our first guest on Fit Business. He's a good friend of mine and of Jimmy's as well. And I think he's going to bring a ton of value. So, I appreciate you guys checking out the Weik Fitness Podcast, checking this out, whether it's on iTunes or on the website or on YouTube. But please check out Fit Business as well. We're trying to grow that. We're trying to bring a ton of value, talking about different industry topics, business topics, entrepreneurship, fitness, exercise, workouts, nutrition, supplements, you name it, in an attempt to basically, help you guys, in your careers or in your business or with your health. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like this, if you're listening to it on iTunes, give me a review if you don't mind. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Is it a 5-star? Do you think it's complete trash? And it's only a 1-star. Let me know your thoughts. I like the feedback, and that also helps me. The same thing with YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, give it a thumbs up, make a comment, let me know that you're engaging, because YouTube likes to see that. And if they see that you guys are engaging with me, it helps in their algorithm as well, so that they say, hey, look, people are watching this, we should probably put it out in front of more people. So it'll help grow the channel, help get some of this information out there. So in the end, it not only helps me, but it helps all the other people who get an opportunity to actually see the video or the podcast, depending on what platform you're on, and listen to it. But check us out on social media. We have tons of stuff, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Everything is at Weik Fitness. If you're on the website, check it out. There's tons of free content on there. Blogs, My schedule has been super slammed, so I haven't been as active in the blog aspect of things. Obviously, the articles that I post are all the time, but I want to get back to the blogs. I feel like that gives you guys some more value other than, the normal topics that I write about for the articles. So by all means, check it out, weikfitness.com. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. Please subscribe, like, comment, give your feedback. Love to hear it. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll hope to see you on the next episode.